Now before I drill that, I'm just going to reach my hand through here. Here's where the other box was. I had to remove that. That was where the existing box was for the plug for the air conditioner. And I just want to make sure there's no like wire in there that I'm going to drill through or something, and there's not. Sometimes they'll they might have some wiring inside the wall that you can't see, and it might be stapled to the backside of a stud. If you can get back there and kind of feel for it, if there's something there, then you'll know how to go about drilling, because the last thing you want to do is drill through that stud and then hit something on the backside and short something out, or a plumbing pipe, or you know, any other sort of surprises like that inside your wall. You know, but just because I'm not going to show you the trick, just remember how to do it. You would pull this end off of here. You put this wire goodie on here, and it's got a little end on it. See, then you can push this, you push down on it, and then it makes this bigger. Then you can put something in there, and then you can pull it back through the wall. That's kind of slick. Lots of times you're not going to need that, but if you ever did, do you think how nice it is to have that? Now in other Greenlees or Flexi Bits, not like this one, but the paddle bits, I've seen some where they've had a paddle bit here, but only 3/8 in diameter. I've never seen one 3/4, and that's why I like this twist drill bit as the end. But I've seen some other ones. If you're running a telephone wire, let's say, a small cable like that, they have these at the store with a paddle bit at the end. And on the end of the tip, there's a hole drilled through it. So after you drill up through a top plate, let's say, then you leave that in there, and then you attach the wire directly to the hole right inside the tip of the paddle. Then you pull it straight down. But in our case, we can't do that because there's no hole in the end of this tip, because this is a twist drill bit and it's done a little bit different. That's why they give you this goodie right here. And I could see that coming in handy. Here's something cool on that Flexi Bit. See, here's that wire thing. If you kind of push on it, see how at the end it gets bigger? You can put something in there. But what if you don't want to use that? Do you have to use that? No. See there? See that little hook there? You can actually pull this off. Let's see. There. You could actually pull that off like that, see? Now, you could take this off if you wanted, and you got a little hole there. Or you could like leave that end on. Boy, it's kind of tricky to get on there. Like that. Okay. See? Here's your end piece. How come it's not coming there? See? Put that in the disconnect, the quick disconnect there, like that. If you don't want to use this, you can hook your wire right to there. You can wrap it around in there, loop it in there, and then wrap it around itself, and then pull it through that way if you need to. Because maybe this little thing here doesn't hold on to whatever you want to grab, or you really don't trust this. Maybe you got a really small wire and this is not going to hold it. Okay, pull that off, hook the little wire to that, and presto. When I first read the directions on this Flexi Bit with the 3/4 inch twist drill, I was a little bummed out, because that's going to make it kind of difficult when I drill a hole through there, because I'm going to have to run 2 wires inside the wall. If I only have to run 1 wire, that would have been fine. But because I've got to run 2 wires, it's going to fill up the hole, a 3/4 inch, pretty full. So I'm going to have to be real careful as I'm pulling those wires through the hole in the stud and have them all nice and flat. I think I'll be able to fish them in there. Now, if you're having a hard time and you're drilling a hole through a stud, you got to get 2 wires through there. Worst case scenario, you're going to have to drill one hole through the stud, and then you're going to have to come back and drill another hole through the stud, down lower or up higher. That way you can run 1 wire through one and 1 wire through another, you know. But I think I'm going to be able to fish 2 through a 3/4 inch hole. Now usually if I was drilling a hole like that with that extension bit that I showed you before, that stiff one, you know, that was only about yay long, I think I used a 7/8 or a 1 inch paddle bit for that. That way I always make sure I don't have a problem getting through the hole with 2 wires, okay? So be careful and remember that as you're drilling your holes. I like Romex for the fact that it's nice and flat. Now see, I've got these taped, and I made sure I marked one of them. I just put a black felt tip mark on one wire. That way I know which is which in there. But see, with it being tight like that, remember I was a little concerned about the 3/4 inch. If I measure it, it's 3/8, and stacked together, it's 3/8 by 3/8. So 3/4 inch, no problem. That hole, I should be able to sneak that right through that stud hole. Let's do it.